Hi, it's Sherry Higgins here, coming at you live from my home in Argyle, Texas. And I'm so excited to share with you this evening a few of the things that I've learned over my years of trial and tribulations, and along the way, finding Young Living and completely transforming my life and my family's life. So I can't wait to get started. I'm going to give about a minute or so that everybody can hop on here. And if you are watching live, remember I'm going to have some raffles and some great prizes for you. Feel free to tag your friends, invite your friends, add them to the event so they can watch it as well and learn alongside you. So I'm going to give about a minute or so before we get started. While I wait for you, I would recommend grabbing like a spiral and a pen and some water. Boom. You'll be ready to go. The class should last about 45 minutes or so. I want to honor your time. So yeah, I'm going to wait. And Amy's messaged me right now. Where are you at? I am live. Okay. So today is Thursday, getting ready for this great weekend. The weather's finally getting a little bit cooler in Texas, which is nice. But with that comes a little bit of change in the way it acclimates with our body. All right. Whenever you are here, if you could just comment with where you're tuning in from, that would be great. I would love to know my audience and kind of where you're at. So like I said, I'm living in Texas. Hey, Amy, how are you? I'm going to message a few people to let them know that I'm live because I want to make sure there's some of our friends on here learning alongside of us. And whenever you get on here, if you could hop on and tell us where you are watching from, what city. We would love to know. So I've been with Young Living now since August of 2016. Hi, Stephanie. And it's been a wonderful journey, and I have loved learning every single month. Hi, Mai. How are you? And I can't wait to share with you some of the things that I've learned in the past 2 years. Yes, the city, Amy. Amy's not too far from me. You're funny. So whenever you get down here, if you could just tell us where you're watching from, that way we know kind of where we're at. We have people from all over, and that's really exciting that our team is growing to have multiple states all over the United States. And eventually it'll be in different countries as well. So I'm glad to hear that y'all are doing well. Okay, I'm going to tag some of my friends and let them know that I am live. Okay, and y'all might get a message. So if you do, and you're already watching, then hi. Okay, next. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started now that I've let everybody know that we're live, because this is way more fun when we do it with friends and with people at the time. I know the international market's going to be awesome, Amy. Okay, so I'm excited. Let's go ahead and get started so that whenever people are watching the recording, you don't have to fast forward too much. I think it was just like 3 minutes or so. So that's not too terrible. But like I said, I am Sherry Higgins. I am a mom, a wife, a middle school art teacher, and an essential oil teacher. Here's a picture of me and my husband. We got married in Jamaica in 2014. We just celebrated, I guess, over the summer, our 4-year wedding anniversary. And we have a little boy. His name is Jack. He just went to bed. and he's 16 months, and we are expecting a little girl this Christmas. I am 32 weeks pregnant, maybe 33 weeks pregnant as of today. My belly is getting much bigger, and it's getting a little bit harder to sit in all these chairs and things like that. But my baby's sleeping. You can see little Jack in the little baby monitor right now. He's thinking about sleeping. He'll go to sleep soon. But that's a little bit about who I am. And I want to tell you a little bit about my health story. So in 2008, I suffered the loss of my Meemaw, which was really an unexpected like heartbreak and health issue that arose that could have been avoided. And then a few years after that, her son, my uncle, passed away of a similar issue. And again, it was a heart-related issue and just some things that could have been avoided if there was more mindfulness around it. So I immediately started researching, how can I be healthier? How can I make sure that I live as long as possible and that my parents live as long as possible and people that I love will have a full life? And I started researching. I found different diets to try, different exercise programs to be a part of, and just really gung-ho on this whole health kick. And about a year or two into that, it hit me. Like I was eating all organic foods and trying to be as healthy as possible. And I realized in the shower, I was using some Bed Bath & Beyond, like little gelatin bath scrub or soap. And I was like, I wonder what these little balls of stuff are made out of. And I was like, this doesn't say that it's organic. Everything else I buy is. And I was like, I'm going to start researching this. And so I went online and I found this great resource. It is called the Environmental Working Group, or EWG. And you can go onto their website, and there's so much helpful information for all areas of your health and your life. And one of them is a database that gives you such great insight into what it is that is in our products and what products might be more toxic than others. And lo and behold, the wonderful smelling like apple blossom body wash that I was using was very high in its carcinogenic properties. And so I started looking into the rest of my products that I was using, and I was completely mortified and shocked that the stuff that I was putting on my body was completely unhealthy. And I was so worried about my health and my wellness that I didn't even think about my makeup, my lotions, and different things like that. And that really began my journey. So I became a researcher. I would spend hours at the grocery store, hours on Amazon, trying to find the best products for the best price that I could out there. So, hi, Jessica. I just saw we have somebody joining us from Florida. That's awesome. And so once I started researching and spending all that time, it was like a second job. I could not believe how many hidden ingredients were in our products that were terrible for us. And so what I would challenge you to do is the 3 cabinet challenge. Go into your bathrooms or in your shower and pick up some of the products that you use every single day. Go to that EWG database, type it into that database, and see what it says about those products that you're using. So I went to my husband's bathroom. My husband's not perfect. I tried to train him, and I mostly buy everything for him. But every once in a while, he goes to the store by himself, and he comes home with something that he's like, look what I found. Okay, I just went in there and stole this. So this is a sandalwood shaving cream. So he's like, oh, it's got sandalwood. It's got essential oils in it, right, Sherry? That's really good for me. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. But let's turn it over. Like, let's read the ingredient list and see what else is hidden inside of here. I mean, it may be a really great product, but did you look at it? So I want you to be able to discern and decipher and know what it is that you're putting in and on your body. And whenever you read the ingredients, it does have essential oils in it, and it has calendula, which is awesome, but it also has sodium lauryl sulfates, which is a skin irritant. It has fragrance. Okay, whoa, why does it need fragrance if it has sandalwood in it? So we're going to get into that here in a minute. But basically, fragrance is a catch-all phrase. You have up to 3,000 different ingredients in that one word. And those ingredients are often banned, especially in other countries. But since it's a proprietary blend underneath that company's fragrance blend, they can use formaldehyde. They can use a whole slew of ingredients that are known carcinogens. Okay, so anytime you see fragrance, you need to avoid that. Okay, so I just thought that was a little funny. I wanted to share that with you, that even though I've been on this journey for a few years, not everybody in my house is perfect, but you have to start somewhere, and you need to start looking at what you're using every day. And one other thing that I wanted to share with you guys, now that I have a baby and so many of us have sensitive skin, our skin is our largest organ. Everything that absorbs onto our skin is in our bloodstream within 26 seconds. So when you are using things that you think are healthy, again, like I said, it's like a second job trying to find things that are healthy for me. So I got some 7th generation free and clear laundry soap. And whenever you look at that, it sounds amazing. It says it's for sensitive skin. Okay, so somebody that might have eczema or something would totally love this. And whenever you read it, it has sodium lauryl sulfates, which is a known skin irritant. There's a whole slew of ingredients that are not healthy for you. But there is a solution. There's an easy way out. The Young Living doesn't just have essential oils, which we're going to learn all about here in a minute. They have products that make it to where you can just click a button and it shows up at your door. You don't have to spend hours of researching, and it's just amazing. So whenever you get your Thieves Laundry Soap, you're ditching a toxin from your home, and it is free. On the back, it tells you free from sodium lauryl sulfates, dyes, petrochemicals, formaldehyde, phosphates, synthetic perfumes, and optical brighteners. So there's a solution out there, and I'm about to share with you the path to get there. So the first raffle question I'm going to have for you guys is, what is the resource that I would recommend you go to research the 3-cabinet challenge? So what website, or what is the name of that you need to go to research your products? It's a nonprofit, by the way, if you are curious about that. And while you guys are commenting, whenever you comment, I'm going to write your name onto the raffle. I'm going to put your name into my little raffle cup. And then at the end of the class, I'm going to draw for who is going to be the winner. So some of the things I'm raffling away tonight are some of my favorite things from Young Living. So let me share with you the first one. So this is our Thieves Household Cleaner. And you, whoever wins the raffle, one of the raffles, is going to get a wonderful packet of this cleaner. And what you do with this is you throw it into a spray bottle like this, and you clean all the surfaces in your home. Countertops, desk, you can clean walls, floors, windows, every single thing you can clean with it. Okay, so that's what one person's going to win. Whenever you get that, that's a little, like, wonderful little travel cleaner. Yes. Amy, I would love any participation. So yes, you can participate. So this is like great for sending out to somebody, or it's great for traveling, things like that. But for just your everyday home use, you want to get this container because this lasts forever. Love this stuff. Okay, same product, different packaging. Okay, so Amy is absolutely right. The EWG is the place where you want to go look to research some of those ingredients in your products that you're using today. Okay, so now that you know my story, you know a little bit more about my family and kind of what started me on this journey, and I hope that that kind of gets you motivated as well. Let's talk a little bit about research. So if you like research, then you're going to want to take notes about that. Yes, EWG is a site to check your products mine. And whenever you go there, they have the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen when it comes to grocery shopping. So if you're budget conscientious, you can make sure you buy the Clean 15. That means that those fruits and vegetables don't have as many pesticides, and the Dirty Dozen means that they're covered in pesticides. You can buy those organically. So they have food information, they have product information, It's wonderful. I love it. Okay, so again, if you like research and you like numbers, maybe if you've done a personality test and you might discover that you're a green personality, then this is going to speak to you. So I would take some notes here, but I'm going to reference my notes so I don't misquote anything. But here's some facts. Every day we put on our skin, on average, the average woman puts on 300 different chemicals. Yeah, in one day. And 80 of those are often before you leave your house. Okay, so that is just mind-blowing. The number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. And the American Cancer Society says that the 5 to 10% of cancer cases are directly linked to genetics, whereas the other 90 to 95% are not genetic related. That means they're under our control. Yes, it's amazing. Shocking. So poor diet, the chemicals we put on our body, our weight, our physical activity. I don't know if y'all can hear my husband. He's got the media room blasting next door. I hope it's not too loud for you guys. Okay, so all of those things are contributing to our health. So yeah, I have so much information I'm going to share about that, but I'm going to move on to the next topic. Deodorant. We've been putting it on our lymph nodes for 70 years, and it has aluminum in it. Okay. I have detox. Now I don't need to wear deodorant anymore. There are healthy deodorants you can get. Another fact. You can't hear him good. Thank you, Amy, for letting me know. The National Health Federation. This is a great study. They found the top 10 killer household chemicals. And of that study, some of the top ones are laundry soap, which I mentioned a minute ago. Easy way to make sure that you are not putting toxins on the biggest organ of your body, your skin, seeping into your bloodstream every 26 seconds that it's touching your skin. Okay. Who knows what chemicals. So laundry soap. In addition to laundry soap, the fabric softeners. So we love our dryer balls and we put essential oils on them to add fragrance, natural aroma to our clothing. For me, I love geranium. For my baby, I love lemongrass and Scott too, but I don't always do his. And air fresheners. So this time of the year, we love smells. Like it's just like we want that warm coziness, and we walk into a room and we have like that smell. It smells like a season, and it's like, okay. Well, you are probably just like me, shopping at Bed Bath & Beyond and different places like that and getting those seasonal blends that smell great. Well, little did I know that they were filled with fragrance and petrochemicals and carcinogens that were harming my body. So now I use things like Thief's essential oil or clove or cinnamon that are from the plant, and I get that great aroma. The last fact that I want to share with you is from the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. They did a study and they studied 3,000 different ingredients. And of those 3,000 different ingredients that are commonly found in our household products, 884 are known to cause, are toxic. Okay, 314 cause biological mutations. So that's changing up our biological structure. 218 cause reproductive issues. So if you or anybody you know has had endocrine issues or reproductive issues, it very well could be the products that they're using on a regular basis. 136 of these ingredients were known to cause cancerous tumors. Okay, so when we have the knowledge and the power to change what we bring into our house, and we have the ability to transform our health and our wellness for us, for our children, and our children. So the reason why these ingredients are in our homes is because in 1976, there was this law. It was called the Toxic Substance Control Act, and it grandfathered in many of these toxic chemicals that are completely unsafe. There are not studies that show that they are safe whatsoever, and they're allowed in our products. So if you want to look up more information, check that out, 1976 Toxic Substance Control Act. Okay, we have another raffle question. What is a product that's in our home that might have toxins in it? So let me know any product that you think might have a toxin in it. Okay. Another thing I'm raffling away is this. Let me show it to you. Okay. So this right here is one of my favorite new products. Got it for Jack, and he's a little too young for it. So I've been enjoying it. Absolutely Amy toothpaste, which reminds me, there is our wonderful Thieves toothpaste, which I have had wonderful dental checkups since using this and have been free of all issues. Absolutely, my shampoo. Okay, so I'm going to add y'all to the raffle. So what I'm raffling away tonight also is these KidSense Mighty Pro. It's a pre and probiotic. A prebiotic basically is what feeds the probiotic. So it provides healthy gut bacteria in your digestion and allows for just regular bathroom breaks, and that helps with your health. If you haven't done any research about how your gut is like your second brain and how it has a huge impact into your health, then you totally should. So what I like to do with these is I put them sometimes in my cereal, but oftentimes I put them in my water. So they come in little packets like this. You can just eat it straight if you would like to. Some of the kids that are like a little bit older than one, I think would totally just, I've seen many of them just eat it straight. But I like it. It adds flavoring to my water. So I rip it open and stir it into my drink. And if I didn't drink all my water, and I just love it. Well, that's going to be really good ice flavor. So let me try to stir that up. Okay, so that's another thing I'm raffling away. So these are really great prizes, and can't wait to see who wins. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is what is it that we can start doing today to take action. So I've given you a lot of information, a lot of facts, and some resources. But let's kind of dive into what should my first step be, okay? So basically, you switch and you ditch. You just suck it down like a pixie stick. Yeah, it tastes really good in water. So I've been putting Ningxia Red in my water with the supplement and then the lime oil. But now lately, since I have these, I've been putting them in my water, and I really like it. Okay, so basically every month, like if you check your toothpaste out and you're like, wow, there's, let's see, commonly in toothpaste, we have sodium lauryl sulfate. You can just get this 1 month, and then your bathroom is one step cleaner to being non-toxic, and your body is one step closer to being as healthy as it possibly can be, as it was designed by God. So just switching and ditching one thing a month. So let's talk about essential oils. So what are essential oils, and why do I keep talking about them and all that? But basically, it is an essential oil is the lifeblood of the plant. It is, I'm going to move the comments so I can focus here. It is nature's living energy, and it's what heals a plant whenever it becomes injured in the wild or anything like that. If your dog goes outside and bites a blade of grass because they have an upset tummy, and the grass has like a little cut in it, it doesn't die, okay? It heals itself, and the way it heals itself is through the essential oil that it possesses. And just as the plant can heal itself, we can help heal our bodies with those same wonderful chemical constituents that are in essential oils. So the essential oils come from all sorts of things from nature. They come from the part of the flower. They come from the roots of a tree. They can come from bark. They can come from shrubs. They can come from the stems of plants. There's a northern light black spruce that takes the entire tree. So the trunk all the way to the branches and the leaves whenever it's distilled. So it's nature's wonderful medicine that has been put into a bottle for us to use. So there's 3 ways to use it, and you don't need to be an aromatherapist to use it. So do not be intimidated whatsoever to get started. But the first way to use it is just to rub it on topically. So before class started, I was like, I need a little bit of alertness. So I got my peppermint oil, and I just put it on the back of my neck to give me a little bit of pep in my evening. And that's one way to apply it. Another way is you can cook with it. Earlier this past week, I made some spaghetti and I put some of my essential oils into that, like rosemary. Another way that you can do it is you can put in a diffuser. So right here I have a diffuser going, and it has essential oils going into the air. And whenever I breathe it in, within about 3 seconds or so, it goes to my all the cells in my body, which is pretty amazing. Your heart, your liver, and your thyroid. So essential oils are known to have a pleasant aroma. However, that's not really the main purpose of them. The main purpose is so that they can help heal our bodies, just how they help heal the plants, and they help support every single system in your body. So essential oils, just like anything that you put on your skin, it goes into your bloodstream within 26 seconds. If you take them internally, then they last in your body for 3 to 6 hours in a healthy person's body. There are about 300 essential oils in the whole world, but you only need about 10 or 20 to be able to have a great kit to help your family's health and wellness. Next raffle question. Name one of the 3 ways to use essential oils. Okay, so far I have Amy and Mai who are competing neck and neck for some of these great prizes. So let me hear what you guys have for what is one of the ways to use essential oils. If you're watching the recording, sorry, you can't participate in the raffle, but stay tuned in because at the end I will have something special for you as well. Okay, so that's basically what essential oils are. And now I'm going to talk to you about the historical use of essential oils. So, I turned the comments to the side. There we go. No, I can see. Okay. You got the acorn spaghetti. I was looking at getting the the Ningxia syrup that they have, because I saw your post, Amy, about how you're trying to make it like the syrup with the elderberries for your pancakes. And I was like, I'm just going to buy the Young Living Ningxia syrup. Okay, so let's see here. Amy don't go too fast. Okay, there we go. Got it. So you've already tried it? That's cool. Okay, so historically, essential oils are not new whatsoever. They've been around for like 4,500 years, okay? Since the ancient Egyptians, they were the first to discover and use them. Oh, that's awesome. I used basil in your chicken last night. I like that one in my cooking as well. So the ancient Egyptians discovered essential oils, and they would use it to treat illnesses. They would also use it for religious ceremonies. And then it's been used throughout history as well. You can go back and you can check records that it is referenced throughout the Bible like over 1,000 times. So there's a wonderful class that I just got to enjoy, and I can get you that information if you would like it. But it's the essential oils of the Bible and how they are used throughout the Bible and that whole experience. So the frankincense was a gift to baby Jesus, and there's just all this great information. In addition to the ancient Egyptians using it and being referenced in the Bible, it was referenced in Pakistani culture. It was also used in communal bathhouses in Pakistan as well as in Rome. It was used by the Babylonians as like a currency. So instead of having money, they would trade essential oils. So they knew how important it was. Essential oils were also used by medieval Europeans. One of my favorite stories is the story of the essential oil blend called Thieves. And basically during the Black Plague, men would go around and rob the dead and dying, and they did not get the Black Plague, even though they were right there in it all. So the reason why they didn't, supposedly, is that they used a blend of essential oils, and that blend is what is used to make up the Thieves essential oil blend. So that's why all these products say Thieves on it. It's not because we like to steal stuff, you guys. It's because we like to have healthy immune systems. So that's just a great little story. So that's what Gary Young recreated for us to use and boost our wellness. So yeah, that's a little bit about the history of essential oils. Now I'm going to talk about some safety and some tips. So whenever you use an essential oil, it's more preventative. It is a little bit different than like, I'm going to take an ibuprofen because I'm sore right now. You're going to use essential oils and then you're going to use it and use it and use it. And then you're like, well, maybe I'll try a different one. So it's not like a once and done sort of thing. So it's like you need to build up your body's ability to absorb it. And then it just takes a little bit more repetition because it is a plant-based product and it's actually going to cure you. Okay, I didn't say that. It is actually going to help you and it's not going to just treat or mask the symptoms like an ibuprofen would. Okay, so that is one thing that I would like to kind of point out. Another tip is that if you're pregnant like I am, you would love the book called Gentle Babies, and it has great information about safety and pregnancy with your essential oils. Whenever you take a bath, like who doesn't love taking a bath? Some people love to put lavender in their bath, but oftentimes it is actually a synthetic form of lavender, or it's a completely different breed called Lavadin, which does not have the therapeutic properties of lavender. And it is harming your body potentially more so than cause any relaxation. So I figured out why I'm coughing, because I can't stir my probiotic and my ice that I have right here. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I got to get that fixed. Okay. Now I'll be able to get some water. Another tip is don't fear the essential oils. You just got out of the bath. Oh, that is so funny, Amy. Yeah, I need to get some more bath bombs. And Living has them. You can make your own too. Okay. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about safety. Think about a lemon or a lime that grow on trees. Whenever they're outside, they ripen because the sun is helping them to grow and to ripen. They get darker whenever they ripen. So if you go and you put lime or lemon oil on your face and then you go out into the sun, you're also going to darken. So we don't want to get sunburned, so don't put those citrus oils onto your skin and then go out into the sun. So that's called photosensitivity. Another tip is some of the oils can have like a little heat to it, like, oh, that's a little bit like warm and tingly. So you want to have a carrier oil nearby. I like to use the Young Living V6. It's right over there on my shelf. And whenever I feel that, I just rub it on. Especially with little kids, their skin is a little bit thinner than ours. And they absorb the oils very quickly. So always dilute for children and for elderly because of that absorption sensitivity. Don't put oils in your eyes. It'll burn. Don't put oils inside your ear. That will cause immense pain. Okay. Do not consume any oils that are not Young Living, because Young Living is the only company that has a vitality line. And that means that you can take them internally. They've been approved by the FDA to be taken internally, and they have been grown with very high standards that are very pure. I'm about to get into that. Okay, so that's my little safety tips and tricks. So, one more thing. When you're not sure where to put an oil, put it on the bottom of your feet, because that's a little bit safer of a place, and it'll still go straight into your body wherever your body needs it. So let's say that your back is hurting and you can't reach it and you want to put some oil on it to help support it. You can simply put that oil on your feet and it'll help that area. Mind blowing, right? Okay, so my raffle question is this. When in doubt, where should you put an oil? Tricky question. I just talked about it. God, I have like this little itch. It's bothering me. I think it's a little nose hair. That might be too much information. Sorry, you guys. I'm very honest. Okay, so again, when in doubt, where should you put an essential oil, especially for the first time, and especially for those little kiddos? That's right, Tammy. Yay! A new person in the raffle. Okay, you are right, Mai. Good job. On your forearm. You definitely can test your forearm to test for redness. It has a little bit thinner of skin, but that is a great place to put it as well, Amy. So I will accept your answer. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to share with you why Young Living. So confession here. For 2 years before I joined Young Living, I dabbled in whatever oils I could find, whether they were at the grocery store, online. whatever. I just was trying essential oils and I wanted to see what they were all about. So the reason why I spent 2 years of dissatisfaction, of uncertainty, of overwhelmed feelings is because the essential oils do not have any regulations. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. So the FDA only requires 5% of an essential oil to be in a bottle. That means the remainder of the oil, the other 95%, can be who knows what. It could be fragrance. It could be some sort of carrier oil. It could be some sort of synthetic grown product. Like, we don't know what it is. So when you're going into the store and you want to be healthy and you're trying your best for you and your family and you're like, I want to take a nice lavender bath tonight. Okay, you can buy yourself some Epsom salt, buy yourself some lavender and go to the bath, but you are not going to experience anything close to what you should because the quality of the essential oil is not the same. Okay, so let's talk about what goes into make that different quality. It's how the plant is grown. It's the seed that was even used to create the plant. It's a distillation process that is used to extract that wonderful plant juice that we use for their essential oils. So it's the entire process that needs to be regulated to know what quality essential oil that you are getting. So there's this thing with Young Living that's called the Seed to Seal Promise. And there's a website called seedtoseal.com. It is a great resource. There's videos, there's pictures and different reading information for you. And it goes into the process that Young Living upholds for all of their essential oils. When I first heard this, I'm like, that's just like a fancy little phrase, seed to seal. Like, anybody could come up with that. Then I watched those videos and I've been reading some of the books, the book of Gary Young. And I'm like, wow, this is so fascinating. Okay, so let me kind of paint a picture for you. There's a field of, I think it's roses or jasmine. It's a very delicate flower and they're growing. They only peak and bloom in the morning. Okay, so there's people that are scientists that are on the field that are ready to go test to see if that crop is ready to be distilled. They'll go out and they'll check it, and if it's not perfect, then they'll come back in an hour and they'll see, okay, is it ready now? Okay, nope, not yet. And they come back and they'll do that until the crop is ready. Then whatever it is, they're often hand picked. Okay, that is just mind blowing. So the standards that they use just are utterly amazing. The soil cannot have any pesticides in it, tested within it whatsoever, or else it won't be used. The plants that are used are obviously not genetically modified. There's variation to ensure a great yield at the end of that season. There are no pesticides put onto that crop because if there are, you're just putting chemicals on you whenever you put that oil on you. So to prevent pests from overtaking a crop, they use essential oils. Yeah, pretty darn amazing. Then it's distilled at the proper temperature. If you alter that temperature by a few degrees, you can lose a majority of the effectiveness of that plant. It is called the chemical constituents, and hundreds of them are lost whenever the temperature is increased. Why would the temperature be increased during distillation? It is because you get more oil out of the plant that way, but you lose the effectiveness of it and the therapeutic properties that that plant offered. Okay. Another thing that happens often is other people will put chemicals into the distillation process to get more out of it, to extract it and distill it more than one time. Yeah. Then whenever it's bottled, they can bottle it with whatever else they want to. So that's a little bit of the preview of the Seed to Seal and how Young Living is different than any other company out there. The average bottle is tested 17 different times. I learned that at convention this past year, and I went and planted some lavender myself, and it is just great. There's blind tests done to make sure that the oil is what it's supposed to be. So whenever it's sent off to the lab, it's not labeled and it comes back. And if it comes back within the parameters, then it's used. And if it's not, then they'll use it for pesticides, healthy pesticide treatment. Okay, another raffle question. What is one step during the seed to seal process that is surprising to you? Okay. All right. One little interesting fact is that Young Living went 2 years without their most popular oil called Valor. Yeah. And they didn't put anything out there that was comparable to it because they had such high standards. We all were very upset. So, raffle question, what is something that surprised you about the seed to seal? Okay, so Amy put that the hand weeding, and oftentimes scissors are used. I know, it's literally like the craziest thing in the whole world. Okay, now I'm going to teach you, I have learned this, and now I'm going to teach you about it, is that the different quality of essential oils out there, okay? There's grade A essential oil. That is the best of the best, and that is a pure therapeutic essential oil product. And that means that there's no chemicals added to it whatsoever, and it's completely pure from the beginning to the end. So, I kind of jumped ahead of myself. That's okay. And then there's grade B essential oils, and that's considered food grade. So what that means is there have been pesticides added to it. There could be some chemical extenders added to it. It's not completely pure. So, hi, Kalia. Then there's grade C essential oils. So grade C essential oils are basically they're not healthy for us. My notes I don't have right in front of me, so I'm basing this off of my research. But grade C essential oils are basically they could have fragrance added to it. They could it's just an aroma basically. And then there's grade D essential oil, and it is the leftover byproduct of the grade A that was therapeutic and was very healthy, and then it was diluted down. It's like getting a glass of orange juice, going to your fridge and putting this much orange juice into your cup, and then putting the rest water, and then drinking it and thinking that it's pure orange juice. It's not going to taste the same. It's not going to feel the same. And it's the same thing with essential oils. So that's why it's really important to know what grade essential oils it is that you're using. Okay. Personally, I trust Young Living, and that's the only company that I trust. They use essential oils in the products. Yes. I know the pesticide process is amazing. So let me write your name down for the raffle. Personally, I now only trust Young Living for me and my family, and you can go visit their farms. They own 9 farms around the world, and you can come with me. I'm going to be going to Utah this summer again, and we'll go to the lavender farms there in Mona, and I'm excited about that. It's going to be a great trip, and you can trust the company. You can go into any of the farms and you can see the process. It's like no other company does that. Completely transparent, which is amazing. Another thing that I love about Young Living is they're completely pure. So lemon is just lemon. It's nothing else added to it. I was using some lemon essential oil. Yes, Clea, it's going to be awesome. And I had a student that had an ink pen explode in his hand. And he's like, I can't get it off. I was like, okay, well, let's try the lemon. So I got some lemon. We rubbed it on his hand, and sure enough, it was rubbing right off. He was like, well, what is this stuff? And I'm like, it's lemon. And he's like, does it have anything else added to it? I was like, nope, just lemon. And he started telling everybody about it. This is just lemon. Look what it's doing. And he was so excited about it. So anyway, it's super effective, cost efficient. Most oils cost between $10 to $30 a bottle. Each bottle has 90 to 250 drops in it, depending on the size of the bottle that you get. And every time you use an essential oil, you just need a few drops. So there's hundreds of applications from each bottle, which is great. Whenever I think of essential oils, I think that they're preventative, and that's a key So I'd much rather brush my teeth twice a day than to go to the dentist for a root canal later on. So think preventative whenever you think of essential oils. If you skip a day, that's fine. Just get back into a routine. I'm going to talk to you about a great, healthy routine for you. Okay, let's see here. That's about it. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about when I got my starter kit. The premium starter kit is the way that I started helping my family's health and wellness. Clea lemon does smell so good. I love it in my diffuser with purification. Okay, so this is the Young Living starter kit, and it's the best option that I found out there for the bang, basically. Some people can get one bottle of oil, and that's totally fine. But you'll notice that you might spend, $30 or $20 for a bottle of oil whenever you could get a kit that comes with 11 of these beautiful essential oils. And you'll see how pretty this box is. This box was designed by the same people that designed the iPhone packaging. So it's this beautiful purple lavender farm. That's a picture from Mona, Utah. And I just love the little tab that it has on here. So whenever you open up, you're like, la, la, la. Beautiful little welcome packet information on the side, and then your essential oils, as well as underneath that, you can pull it, and it comes with a bonus essential oil. So, woohoo, we all love bonus essential oils, as well as your very own Thieves household cleaner, so you can start ditching any toxic chemicals, your ability to share your essential oils, some sample sharing literature, and some Ningxia Red, which I just drank a packet that was in here this past weekend when I went out of town. So this 11 essential oils, as well as those extra goodies in the bottom, and this beautiful diffuser that you see right here that I'm using this evening, which has beautiful settings. You can change the color depending on the season, whether it's Christmas or you just want something fun for Halloween. So there's these beautiful colors, or you can keep it running with no coloration. My favorite one is the candlelight flicker, like that. And then there's high, medium, low, and off. So it can run, depending on what you need, straight for 6 hours. It could run medium for 8 hours, or intermittent for 10. So I typically do 8 or 10 hours. So anyway, that's the starter kit, which is just so beautiful. And you get all that for $160. If you were to buy all of this separately and then become a member later on, you would spend $370. Okay, so this is a huge discount. It's the only thing Young Living offers that is over half off. And so whenever I found that out, I'm like, okay, I love saving me some money. That is definitely the way to go. And with this starter kit, there's over 500 different ways that you can use it. You can definitely budget for this because I'm not sure about you guys, but I've been noticing a lot of my friends on Facebook having to go to the doctor this season and or call in sick from work because they have they've fallen below the wellness line. And this starter kit is $160, you guys. That is less than missing a half a day of work for me. That is less than that's not the cost of a doctor's appointment for the most part. Yeah, whenever you get your kit, it's like unwrapping a little amazing gift. With Christmas coming up, who doesn't need a great Christmas gift? Okay. So let me talk about, before I do, I'm going to do another raffle. Okay. So I don't really like that question that I wrote down. Okay. What's one of the things that you get in a starter kit? Okay. So what is one of the things that you would get in a Young Living starter kit that I kind of just briefly went over? While y'all think about that, I'm going to get some more raffle tickets ready because I am running low. Okay, so while y'all start commenting, I'm going to share with you some of the exciting things that you can use these essential oils for. Okay, so we're going to talk about your musculatory system. That's right, Jessica, you do get the cleaner. And Kalia, you are correct. You absolutely get the Ningxia Red packets. So, like I mentioned briefly, I drank mine when I went to Houston this past weekend because they're great for traveling. And but let me show you what the Ningxia Red looks like. I have a bottle that I just finished off. I have another one on the way. During this pregnancy, I have drank, I think, 10 bottles and like 60 packets of Ningxia Red. So this is the best antioxidant drink on the market. It is grown from the Ningxia wolfberry, and it has essential oils infused in it, and it has the highest ORAC scale, which is the scale for measuring how high of the antioxidant quality it is. To give you a little perspective, blueberries has about 5,000. This drink right here is around 40,000. Okay, so this is amazing, and that's just 1 ounce of it. Okay, so you're absolutely right. You do get the bonus oil. So add you to the raffle. Okay, so I mentioned briefly earlier that the essential oils support every single system in your body. So let's talk first about your musculatory system. So thinking about your arms, and like maybe if you have any tension in your arms, that's right. Harper's very healthy. I can feel her moving around right now. Okay, Copaiba is a great essential oil to apply to use on any like. Let me see. I've been using this for my son. He's been teething. He's got 4 teeth coming in right now. So I can just get this. I can rub it on the outside of his jaw like this. I can rub it on my elbows. My husband got a little knee problem yesterday from going down 5 flights of stairs. So this is a great oil to use to help combat any sort of irritation with our joints and our muscles. After you work out, this is a great oil to lather up. And you notice how I'm just kind of lathering it on myself. It's a very, very mild oil. Kind of has like a slight woodsy aroma to it. Copaiba is a wonderful oil to have. One other interesting fact about it is a lot of people have heard about the CBD oil that's available in the market right now. So Copaiba has a higher effect in terms of the relaxation component than that oil, the CBD oil. And it's a reinforcer oil. So it's great to apply topically after any other essential oil that you're like, I want this to work a little bit harder. Okay. So Panaway, this is great also for your skeletal system and your musculatory system. So post-workout, you can apply it to any areas that are like, oh, I may have worked out a little bit too much there, or I have a little soreness right there. And this one's called Panaway. It used to be called Panaway, then it was changed with its name. I love this essential oil. Yes, Jessica, I would recommend making a roller bottle with 20 drops of Panaway, and then I would put 20 drops of Copaiba into that roller bottle. I'll show you what a roller bottle is here in a second. I think they're just right behind my phone here. And the rest carrier oil, and I would apply that like as often as you want to. That's one thing with oils, you really can't overdo it. Your body will take what it needs, and then what it doesn't need, it'll dispense it. So these oils are great when paired together, but they're also just great to use individually. Whenever you diffuse Panaway, which I've only done like once because I love it so much topically, it smells a little bit like root beer. So Panaway and Copaiba are great for your skeletal and your musculatory systems. The next set of oils I'm going to talk about is for your digestive support for the most part. And who doesn't need that with Thanksgiving right around the corner? Okay. So let me share with you about peppermint first. So peppermint essential oil it's got a wonderful aroma to it. 1 drop of peppermint oil equals 26 cups of peppermint tea. So it's super potent. Okay. You don't need very much whenever you apply this, but I personally like to just put a drop. I'll get a drop and I put it directly onto my belly. Let me move my little baby bump pants here. And you can just put it straight onto your belly. Anytime after you eat, preemptively, like planning ahead, like I might have a little bit of indigestion or some sort of, digestive need after this meal, and you can put that on right after you eat. You can also put this in a little capsule, and you can take it internally before you eat to kind of prevent that. And you can throw some Digize into that as well. Peppermint is great to add to your water for an extra little pick-me-up. Only use 1 drop because it's very, very, very strong, like I had referenced earlier. Oh, Amy just put some on too. That's awesome. Okay, so peppermint is a great oil. It's also amazing for focus and alertness. So I like to use that oil whenever I like studying as well. Okay, Digize. This oil smells like black licorice. So if you like the smell of black licorice, like my husband does, then you will love this oil. So let's say you put peppermint on and you're like, oh my gosh, my stomach is terrible. Okay, so you are going to fall in love, like my husband has, with Digize. He has one with a little roller top on it, which is like this cool little guy right here. We put these on our oils that we use the most often, like that, and he rolls it onto his stomach. So Digize, it has provided relief for everybody in my family, and it does so literally within seconds. I love this stuff so much. Okay, so you can put this again in your water. You can put it on your tummy. You can put it, like if you're having a little bit of like regurgitation feelings, you can put Digize right here on your throat area. So that's just a little information about Digize and your digestive system, how to use those oils. Yeah, so Digize is the oil that will convince anybody that essential oils work. For sure, Maya, I completely agree with you. Okay, now I'm going to share with you about your respiratory system. Who doesn't need some respiratory support right now? Okay, so we have Raven. Raven is a great blend from Young Living that it just opens up your sinuses as soon as you smell it. Like, it's wonderful. Throw this into your diffuser before you go to bed, and you'll wake up being able to breathe, which is an amazing, amazing feeling. You can put a roller bottle. You can make a roller bottle of it. You can put a few drops into your hand and then put it kind of right here at your throat area. You can cup it over your nose and breathe it in, open up your sinuses. You can put a few drops in the bottom of your shower, take a shower, and it'll open up your respiratory support as well. I don't want to stop doing this. There's some wonderful little things you can buy on Amazon that look like tampons, but they're like little white things like this, and they're for, you take the top off and then you can smell it. So you put drops of essential oil on them, and it kind of creates like a great little nasal inhaler. So you need some Kalia. Who doesn't? Okay, so Raven is great for respiratory support. Thieves is also great for your respiratory support. You can rub this onto your chest, your rib cage, any sort of breathing area. This smells like Christmas in a bottle, and it's so good for your immune system. Okay, so that's whenever our bodies are about to go under all this stress with the holidays, all this food, family stuff going on, we just become more stressed out. When our body's more stressed out, we're more likely to get sick. So we want to make sure we support our body as much as possible. Thieves is something that we use every single morning and every single night, especially this time of the year. We put it in a roller bottle and put it on the bottom of our feet. And it really, really helps support all of us stay above the wellness line. So yesterday, the day before, my baby had some mucus. And we're like, oh no, we don't. So we put Thieves in the diffuser for about an hour, stopped that, put Raven in the diffuser for about an hour, stopped that, and then we ended up putting frankincense, which I'll get to here in a second, in the diffuser. And he's clearing up. It's not 100% yet. You got to keep going at it. He's got 4 teeth coming in, you guys. Okay, so you got to keep doing what you can to help support that body. But it's so much better. His cough that he had completely gone, and it was a terrible cough. It was keeping him up at night, and it was breaking my heart. So those are great for respiratory support. Now I'm going to talk to you about your immune support. I briefly mentioned it with Thieves, but Citrus Fresh is great to diffuse to help support your immune system. It helps alkaline your body, as does the lemon. essential oil, and it is so uplifting. All the citrus oils immediately take your mood from here to here. And who doesn't need that? So, Sophie had a toothache. Copaiba, it's definitely the way to go. I gave the whole bottle to Jack tonight, this one right here. And I said, here you go, Jack. And he grabbed it and he was like, okay. And he just sucks on it, puts it in his mouth. I mean, it's completely safe for him. He's 16 months old and that's what he does. Okay, so Citrus Fresh. Throw this in your diffuser. It boosts your immune system. It's a blend of citrus oils as well as a little bit of spearmint. And I just love the way that this oil smells. It's a great oil to use. Okay. Boost your mood as well. So lemon. Whenever you put lemon in your water, it's going to adjust your pH level to where it is, where it's supposed to be, which is a great thing that we all definitely need. I just love the smell of this stuff. Okay. My bottles of oil that I go through every year, because I kind of like look at it after a year, the most lemon is one of the ones that I use the most. I put it in my water every single day. My mom has been able to have healthy weight since using Young Living because of adjustments in her diet, as well as using lemon essential oil. It cleanses your system. It is just so good to use. So everybody needs the citrus oils in their life. Okay, now I'm going to get to my favorite 2 oils in the starter kit. These are the 2 oils that I could not imagine life without. Like, all of these are amazing, but these 2, I seriously use them like every day without fail. Okay, these are great for your nervous system. So that means it's great for your emotions as well. So lavender. Okay, when I first smelled lavender from Young Living, I thought that smells a little unusual. But the reason why is because it is pure, authentic lavender, and there is nothing else added to it, and it is not Lavadin. Okay, so lavender, it's amazing. Okay, so you can use this to help a rough day at school or work. Just smell it in. It's a little bit strong though. I would recommend just putting it on your neck, put it on your wrist, put it in your diffuser. This is great for going to sleep. It is not just a sleeping oil. I was at the airport and they're like, oh, I can smell your lavender. It's making me fall asleep. Okay, that's like a misnomer. Lavender helps you relax. It helps your nervous system and therefore can help you focus on whatever it is that you need to do. So if you need to fall asleep, then you're going to be able to fall asleep. If you need to focus on like a test, you're going to be able to focus on a test. If whatever you need to kind of get out of like this funk with your nervousness, this will help get you there. Okay. So you're absolutely right, Kalia. This lavender is much more of an earthy aroma than it is a sweet aroma. So lavender, I have that going in my diffuser right now. This is the blend that I stole from my baby's room. One trick that I recommend for everybody is getting a carafe of water. I have different ones. And this has 15 drops of lavender, 5 drops of Valor. That's that precious oil that Young Living didn't have for 2 years. And then 10 drops of cedarwood. And then before he goes to sleep, I shake it and then I pour it into the diffuser, and it makes it really, really easy to diffuse every single night. Okay. So lavender is the Swiss Army knife of all oils. It is also like the queen of the oils. It is a go-to. If when in doubt, go to lavender. Cuts, scrapes, I got a bee sting, put lavender on. Ant bites, fire ant bites, whatever it is, put that on. You'll be happy you did. Frankincense. Okay, this was the gift to baby Jesus. And whenever Jack was born, I put it all over him. Okay, I anointed him with it, and I put it on his belly button to help his umbilical cord fall off and help that area heal. And I just put it on him straight. This comes from a tree. It's a resin that has been tapped from a tree. Well, that is a great oil to smell like that. And let's say you're having a stressful moment. That is what you need to do to literally bring your body down from whatever is happening. You can ground yourself. I love to use frankincense whenever I'm going to pray. I love to use it whenever I'm doing yoga. I love to use it on my face before I go to bed because it is so good for preventing any sort of skin things that we don't want to have on our face as we get older. And then it helps me just kind of chill out. It is so nice. You can put a little bit of like grapeseed oil mixed with that and lavender, kind of make a facial serum and use that every night. And it helps support your skin health and it helps you fall asleep and just have a great night as well. So that is known as the king of essential oils. I love frankincense. It just supports you in so many different ways. Okay, so those are the starter kit oils. Oh, and then we have the bonus essential oil of Stress Away. So Stress Away is much different than the other essential oils, as it is the only oil that is not really a very strong plant-based aroma. And it actually was my first favorite essential oil. So Stress Away is just like what it is. It's great for stress. You can apply it to your wrist, smell it in. What I use this one for the most has been anytime that my stress level is just higher than what it should be. So whenever I get cut off on the road and somebody makes me really frustrated, when I'm going to go fly and I'm like, is my plane going to crash? Anytime I feel stressed, Stress Away has really helped me. And it's not like it's just a once and done sort of thing. Stress Away has helped me kind of where I don't have those areas bothering me anymore. Like today I waited for a Walmart pickup for 20 minutes while I was the first car there and I was the third car served, and I didn't get stressed about it, even though my baby was crying, and I very well could have been stressed about it. So Stress Away is a lifesaver for the ability that it has to function in your body. Okay, so those are the 11 oils that you get, and those are not even all the ways that you can use the oils. Those are just the main ways to use the oils. There's so many other ways that you can use them. And whenever you get your starter kit, we have this great 10-day program where you can learn how to use your essential oils using one, doing a few things every single day for 10 days. And it's a great way to kind of get started. And it's not overwhelming, and we help you every step of the way. So, raffle question. Which oil from the starter kit do you love the most if you already have your starter kit? Or are you most excited about trying? So which oil sounds like it's your fave? Yeah, so Sophie loves Stress Away. It's a great oil. It's a good one. There really are a lot of ways of using them. Okay, so while you're commenting, let's go ahead and kind of recap. So let's recap why this matters. So Tammy's excited about Stress Away. Yep, that's a great one. Oh, the reason why it has a slightly different aroma than the other ones that are more of a of like the plant aroma is because it has vanilla extract in it, and it is the only essential oil that In Living has that has that. And that is just for the aroma properties. Okay. Oh, yes, Copaiba. That is a really good one, Jessica. Okay. Frankincense and lavender. That's right, the king and queen. Frankenstein, how funny is that? Yes. Whenever we're in the service industry, being a nurse, I can only imagine that it does get very stressful, especially if you're in a high needs area where you're constantly on the go and under certain situations that you can't control all of the outcomes. Okay, so let's recap. In the past 100 years, prostate cancer is up 200%. I'm sure we all know somebody that has been diagnosed with cancer. Thyroid cancer is up 155%. Brain cancer is up 70%. My previous husband's father passed away of brain cancer. And so whenever I hear these statistics, they're very close to home to me. And they're huge motivating factors into why I want to have my home as healthy as possible so that I can have the health that I know that I was born to have and that my family can live as long as possible. The average U.S. home has air quality 5 to 7 times more toxic and the air quality outside of your home. Then the American Cancer Society predicts that cancer rate is going to increase by 50% by 2020. So why are all these changes happening? Since 1917 to 2017, so I wrote this down a year ago whenever I was, writing down my notes for this, there's been so much that has changed. Like the chemicals in our home are so much higher. The amount of chemicals that we are exposed to in one day, our grandparents or great-grandparents were not exposed to in their entire lifetime. Okay? So it's very scary, Kalia. When our bodies are in chemical overload from all the things that we are exposed to, we aren't going to immediately feel it and get a tumor. Like, that's not going to happen. It's going to be a slow, gradual process. You might notice it in things like lethargy, fatigue, inability to focus, difficulty falling asleep, like just irritation, mood irritation, chronic inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues like adult acne, hot flashes, stress, and fear. And that's your body trying to speak to you, telling you that something's off. And the first step that you need to do is start switching and ditching, taking those toxic chemicals out of your home and replacing them with things that will help support your body the way that we were designed, so that we can have healthy cellular growth and live the life that we were meant to live. You are the gatekeeper to your home. Only you can decide what you allow to impact your body. So I mentioned previously about switching and ditching. It's not an overwhelming process. Young Living offers this wonderful monthly program called Essential Rewards, where you can customize what you want to switch and ditch for that month. Maybe one month it's laundry detergent. Maybe the next month it's your toothpaste. Maybe the next month it's your household cleaner. You can decide, and it is definitely the way to go. Go check out the EWG database that I mentioned earlier, and you can even make some products on your own. So lemon essential oil, the larger bottle takes 75 lemons to make a bottle of lemon essential oil. You can make a DIY product to remove sticky stuff and to remove stains with this lemon essential oil. Like, there are so many ways that you can use them to help switch and ditch your home, so that you're not using Goo Gone, or you're not using whatever is used for a stain remover that is toxic. So you start small, you start slow. You start with the starter kit with your home. The biggest offenders that you need to toss out immediately: candles, plug-ins, fragrance warmers, and things like that. That's right. When you know better, you can do better, and your body will feel the difference. You just don't know what you don't know, and that's okay, because we were all in that same position at one point. I got my starter kit, like I said, in 2016. Right now, I'm at a place where I feel like my home is pretty much toxin-free, besides, of course, the paint that might have been used for my home, and things like that. I'm very passionate about helping people seek the healthiest lifestyle possible and helping them achieve their goals. I know that there's so many wonderful women in here too that have that same passion and heart to help you, and we cannot wait to do that with you. It took me 2 years of wasting my time, wasting my money, and my health before I decided to commit to Young Living, because I thought I could find a better way. And I would strongly recommend to you, don't waste your health and your time and your money and things that are not effective and do not work. This starter kit is the way to go. We have an amazing supportive team. The chemical-free life is something that you need. Everybody needs this. And it is very, very serious and very close to my heart. Nobody is watching your home but you. It is your job to protect your family and yourself. You don't know, but those things that we expose ourselves to every single day are slowly killing you. And the only way to prevent that is to take action now. So you matter, your family matters, and your friends matter. So take control of your health and start ditching those chemicals out and start living a clean life. So if you are not a member yet, contact the person that got you into this class and ask them, how do I get this kit? If it was me, then I will make sure that I get you my link. And we do have a great team. I love the people that we get to work with every single day. And whenever you join, we will help you every step of the way. Okay, now I'm going to have the last raffle prize. So the last question is this. What is the first product that you are going to switch and ditch from your home or look up on the EWG database? So what is the first product that you're going to swap out with a healthier, non-toxic product or essential oil-based product? And then let me get my prizes. We have all right, so the first raffle that I'm going to do is for the Thieves Household Cleaner. Okay. That's right, Jessica, the plugins. You're absolutely correct. I went to my sweet great aunt and uncle. It's on my husband's side of the family. I just absolutely love them. And as soon as I get there, I go in and I unplug all of their fragrance-based products. So, because if I don't, then I end up getting a headache in about 30 minutes to an hour. And you just don't know what you don't know. And once you do know, you notice a difference. Yep, Amy, you're right. Cleaner, and then laundry, and then dishes. I love kind of looking at it like one room at a time as well, so that it makes it a little bit less overwhelming. So your favorite was your household cleaners and your soaps. You blow out your sister-in-law candles too. I know. My baby is nannied at a house, and I'm like, candles, can't do candles because then it's going to cause irritation. And she's very kind and doesn't have candles anymore, which is really awesome. Okay, so and then, Kalia, what is the one thing that you switched out first when you got started, or that you're going to switch out next? Because it's all a journey. Oh yes, the toilet aroma, the little things that would drop in. Hey, if you're watching the recording, then what I would like to offer you, since you're not participating in the raffle, is the ability to sample any of these essential oils that I shared tonight. So just private message me which essential oil you'd like to sample, and I will get that to you so that you get to win as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the first raffle. So shaking up all of the names, and this is for the household cleaner. Oh, Kalia, you answered. Okay. The dishwashing, yes. And so if you have hard water, I have hard water where I live. I'm not sure what it's like in Florida where you're at. Then you're going to want to use the wonderful DIY recipe for putting it in, where you would normally put like that Cascade stuff or whatever, and so you don't have any spots. And vitamins. I love Thyramine and Cortistop and ImmuPro. There's so many. Okay, so the first winner is Amy. Congratulations, Amy. You win a packet of Thieves Household Cleaner. This is enough to make two like smaller spray bottles, or this is a pretty big one. I'm not sure if y'all can tell how massive it is, but this would be equivalent to making 25 fluid ounces. So you could pour this entire packet into the spray bottle, which is I think that's equivalent to about 4 cups. No, that's 6 cups. Okay. So anyway, yes, now you can take it to your vendor event. Perfect. Okay. So now the next thing we're raffling away is the KidSense Mighty Pro pre and probiotic. Okay, so, and I'm just going to say disclaimer, Amy, you can't win again. So if I draw your name, I'm going to draw somebody else's name. Okay, love you, girl, but I like to share the love. Okay, the next person that wins is Mai. Congratulations, Mai. Your daughter or your son will be getting another little wonderful Mighty Pro. Okay, so that's what I have for y'all tonight. And if you have any questions, contact the person that got you in here, or you can comment, and I can go back and watch for your comments after the recording is finished. And sorry, guys, the class went over a little bit. I guess I talked too much. I'm not sure, but I'm so passionate about this, and it's hard not to share from my heart and interact with you at the same time. So have a wonderful evening, and take care, you guys. Bye.